kind of done so far in camp?
He's doing good. It's for him just learning the playbook. Keep working hard. But the way he runs, his explosiveness, he straightens to the football. Even if you don't know what you're doing on defense, if you play hard and you run fast and you have a motor, you'll be in pretty good shape. So we're very pleased with him.
Who are some other guys that are sticking out early on through camp?
A lot of, Hayden Hatcher, he's done a great job. Malcolm Lee's done a great job. Jeremy Robinson, the guys that have had experience, everyone's practicing really hard, but those guys have kind of stood out. Some of the young guys too, Cole Petras, Demarion Alexander, so feel good about it.
Yeah, and we've heard a lot about Jeremy kind of improving from last year to this year. What has kind of gone into that improvement? Like, what looks different about him this season?
I think last year he got some good reps late in the season, and he gained more confidence, and it's his second year in the defense now. So once you learn the defense, you get really comfortable, and it's back to high school again. You're just playing fast, and you're playing off instincts.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, special teams wise, who's kind of in competition for some of the kicker, punter spots, and the return roles?
Those guys are all competing. I think Borch, he's doing a good job on field goals. Grant Glasgow, he's come in and done a really good job. Tabor Allen. So I think Borch he's solid where he's at, and we've got a good battle in the punter's position. And Emery and Reese, those guys are battling it out every day and doing a really good job. So right now I can't say who's where exactly, but our analysts are doing a great job. We're charting everything, and those guys know that like the rest of our team, they got to come out and compete every day.
Is it different than the quarterback position or something like that?
Is what specifically?
The punter battle, right? I mean, do you need to determine that sooner, or can that go all the way to the end?
I think that can go all the way throughout the season, to be honest.
Okay.
So it's you got to show up, and you have to. It's not just hang time; it's also accuracy. It's knowing our scheme, and it's get off time, and all those things. Because guys are fast in the Big 12; they'll go after the punts, and we got to get that thing off quick. So it's a combination of everything.
So no urgency yet there. Then
No,
just let it play out.
Let it play out.
Okay.
We've got plenty of time.
You mentioned Grant being in on the kicker game. I think he just started kicking like a year or two ago in high school or something.
Yeah.
Have you seen like a big growth from him?
Yeah, he's very, very mature. You'd never guess that. He's a kind of a quiet guy, but he just works at it every day. And when we call him up when his number's called, you would think he's a junior or senior. I mean, he's got some things to work on like always, but he's not afraid of the moment.
Do you envision having the same kickoff field goal guy, or do you imagine splitting those responsibilities?
Still competition, but no. So we have two different guys. We have a kickoff guy in Tabor Allen, and Borch, he's going to be our field goal guy right now. Yep. Keep those separate right now.
What's the ceiling for Malcolm Lee?
Malcolm, he learned the defense last year late, and it was probably his fourth different,
right.
defense. And he's a coach on the field and off the field and in the classroom. And he makes me, he'll ask me some questions in the classroom that makes me think. And he's a sharp guy. So the way he's playing, the biggest thing for him is sometimes when you're a really sharp, articulate guy like that, you overthink things and overanalyze. And football at the end of the day is ball snapped and go. So as long as he keeps doing that, I think he has a high ceiling. He's got the size, the athleticism, and the intelligence. So that makes up for a good defensive end.
Does he look like he's progressing in that area where thinking less and playing more?
Yeah, he asks a lot of questions in the classroom, which is good, but on the field, even if he's over, he just reacts and goes, and that's what we've been trying to get him to do.
And how about leadership at that position? Is he part of that, or?
He is. Yeah. It's really a great room, and you'll even see we had a transfer, Dean Miller, come in, and we were working some drills the other day. We had to go. He really didn't know how to do it, and the two older guys, Jeremy Robinson and Malcolm Lee, kept him after and showed him his combatives and hands, and that's what you want. Coaches, we can only do so much. Once the players kind of take a hold of the team, you'll be in great shape.
Is there much of a difference between what you ask the strong defensive ends versus the, I guess, weak side guys to do?
Well, it's really an interchangeable position. We like our bigger guys, heavier guys, because usually tight ends align to the field. So we like our bigger guys to the field, and our more, we'll drop those guys more in coverage. But really, it's the best two guys, and they're interchangeable positions. But there is a little bit of technique to that.
Every year, eventually you get a core of dogs that make up your coverage units and your return units.
Right.
And obviously, we got more guys. So
Yeah.
I think that's going to improve. Do you have that core? Some of the people in that core.
So this is what I say. The way I feel about our core guys, you always want those core. We've got a lot of depth. It's no secret. We've got a lot of transfers that have a lot of playing experience. So it's really trying to find the right group to get because we feel pretty good about our depth in that area, and so we're mixing things around and just trying to put the right package together. But I feel good about the guys, but you won't know really truly till you kick it off, right? So that's where we're at with that.
What's the communication like with you and Jim, and the two split positions and all that?
Yeah, Jim's awesome, man.
Yeah.
He's veteran. You guys know he's got. You can tell he's got some crazy to him. And he's got great energy, and we feed off each other. He's got a lot of experience in the game, and I've been in the defense for 7-8 years now. So he brings new techniques and new ideas, and we really match well together. He's a great guy, and he's willing to throw all those techniques and just little tidbits from all his experience in the NFL and all the different places that he's been. It's really helped us out a lot. It's a really good fit.
Yeah. How often do you guys have to scheme up together?
So every day we talk.
Okay.
We if we implement something with Coach Borland, we get together and hey, okay, how do you see it? How do I see it? And let's find the best fit and put it together. So biggest thing is the kids, making sure that when you split up a room, you want to make sure everyone's in the same page and we're all speaking the same language.
There's been so much talk about a lot of schools are starting to do this with the two. Do you feel like that's the future a little bit?
I do, just because it's such a big room and defenses are so multiple nowadays, and you're just not a defensive end. You're kind of a hybrid player. You rush, you play the run game, and you drop in coverage. So there's a lot to it. The inside guys are defensive linemen.
Right.
They're a 3-tech and a 2-wide. Those are the big boys, and it's kind of a different position. Some things are similar, but that's why a lot of people do it.
Is that a evolution of the game that's created that more?
Yeah, we're a 4-down team, but most 3-down teams, that's how it's also been.
Okay.
They call them outside linebackers,
Right.
but they're just that hybrid play. And yeah, with teams tempo and high pace offenses, you're just not looking for big pluggers. You're looking for guys that can really move the ends that can move like linebackers, to be honest.
Sure.
Are there any